Hello everyone, welcome back to my Blazblue lore series. My name is Osiris the Virus and I will be your host. One person asked me to go over the Nox Nyctores again. So I'll try to explain the Nox Nyctores and their purposes in the Blazblue universe as best as I can, but it's going to be hard if you don't know anything about the Blazblue universe prior to prior to Continuum Shift. Alright, so here we go. But first, there's something I need to explain. Each of the Nox Nyctores, each and every last one of them, are based off of what are known as the Saki Sheen. For people who aren't familiar, the Saki Sheen are what are also known as the original units. There's three. There's the Amaterasu unit, the Tsukuyomi unit, and the Susanoo unit. I can't really talk about the Saki Sheen since they don't really have much to do with the Nox Nyctores. Only that the Nox Nyctores was inspired by them. But that's essentially it. Now back to the Nox Nyctores. The first Nox Nyctores is the Muguro Algesco Yukianasa. It's a sword made of ice that never melts, and it has the special ability to crystallize the moisture in the air. The Yukianasa is a very dangerous Nox Nyctores. The Yukianasa puts a parasitic strain on the user's mind. Plus, the sword is constantly cold, so anyone who touches it will have their body temperature drop to sub-zero temperatures. The next Nox Nyctores is my least favorite. This is the Arcus Diabolus Bulwark. It has three main abilities. The first ability is like the Yukianasa. It inhibits the user's mentality, mostly by sealing away emotions. That's it. The second and third abilities are kinda the same. The Bulwark can transform into other guns. A railgun, a shotgun, a rocket launcher, and a minigun. And they all shoot bullets that go through walls. Fun, right? Next is Deus Ex Machina, Nirvana. Believe it or not, this Nox Nyctores was not designed for fighting. The Nirvana was only designed for self-defense. Its combat capabilities are really low, but its tools are extremely powerful. Its weapons, its bombs included, are made from Kushinada's linchpin. There's not much to say about the Nirvana. If you want to know more, you'll have to look into Carl Clover. Next is the Mukuro Samnio Musashi. There is little to no information about this weapon, other than that it was designed specifically for Jubei. The Musashi, as far as anyone else can really figure out, it is a pair of short swords that could cut through anything. No, I mean like literally anything. It's a sword so sharp it could cut through space. During an infiltration mission, Jubei had used the Musashi to distort the space around a door to infiltrate it without actually unlocking it. Next is, and I'm not kidding, the Interfectum Malus Okami. This sword only has one ability. It nullifies Seether within its proximity. The sword is also blunt. It doesn't have a sharp edge. It's like a giant steel plank. This is the Arma Robrawe Mochurin. This Nox Nyctores ability is to turn imagination into physical matter. The only drawback to using this Nox Nyctores, the more one uses it, the more they lose their memories. This may or may not answer some questions about Platinum, depending on how much of a Blazblue fan you are. There is a way to get around the memory loss if one uses the Sekigan. Next is the Geminis Agnium Ouroboros. There's a lot of lore surrounding this weapon, but I won't get into it, just its abilities. The Ouroboros' main power is to attack the human soul with every snake bite that it does. Since it attacks the human soul, it has the secondary ability to manipulate memories. And that's essentially it. Next is the Phoenix Retenjo. It is an anti-Nox Nyctores weapon. In the event where the Ars Magus or the Nox Nyctores will be used on humanity, the Phoenix Retenjo would be used to counteract them. The Retenjo only has one use, to activate Kushinada's linchpin in order to stop the flow of Seether. That's all. The last Nox Nyctores is the Lux Sanctus Kuhmo. Nobody really knows what it can do. Like, really? The Kuhmo is probably one of the most ambiguous weapons in Blazblue history. As far as anyone knows, the Kuhmo only has two major distinct abilities. It's immune to Phenomenon Intervention. That's its first ability. The second ability is to inflict damage upon the soul. much like the Ouroboros. There's a lot of lore surrounding the mortal Kuhmo, but that'll have to wait for another video. And that's it. That's all of the Nox Nyctores in the Blazblue universe. There are other variations and circumstances, but those are like the main 10. If there is a Blazblue lore aspect that you want to know, just let me know in the comments below and I'll do a video about it. Alright, have a good day.